Welcome back to Squawk on the Street. CNBC confirming OpenAI's head of data centers left the company last week, just the latest executive to depart OpenAI in recent months in the lead up to their highly anticipated IPO. He's joined by several former C-suite members, including OpenAI's former chief revenue officer, former COO, and former CEO of applications, all of which have left the company in recent weeks. Joining us now here at Post 9 is Kristin Peterson, Barclays Global Head of Tech Investment Banking. It's so good to see you, Kristin. So OpenAI, Anthropic, kind of the big deals that everybody is talking about, it seems more likely potentially that OpenAI goes in 2027, Anthropic a bit sooner. They're both filed confidentially. Do those two leave room for any other tech IPOs? Is there a crowding out effect when you're looking at multi-trillion-dollar valuations for, potentially two companies?
It's a question I get a lot, as you can imagine, from companies considering the IPO path. The reality is, let's look at the most recent busy tech IPO boom was 2021. IPOs raised $600 billion in that year. We're at $230 billion so far this year. With 4 months left in the year, we're not going to eclipse 600. And the dynamics in the market have changed, have gotten better actually for companies, considering the growth of global equity AUM is up 40% since 2021. We've seen average daily trading volumes up 140%, and there's more money on the sidelines. So I feel really good about the demand dynamics around supply-demand equation for IPOs, even if they're $100 billion plus and multiple IPOs of that size.
But there's follow-on equity raises that are capturing a bit of wallet share, debt raises. I mean, obviously the whole AI infrastructure build-out has captured a lot of capital. Does that compete at all with the potential for additional tech IPOs as people look to get exposure potentially to the AI upswing, if that's what they're expecting, but maybe not an IPO?
Yeah, and for the first time, we're actually seeing we'll see a wave of companies that are really AI native companies coming to market in the IPOs. In IPOs, we have everything from LLMs, we'll have data centers, we'll have compute, we'll have infrastructure. So there's multiple ways to play AI and the growth of AI. And so that's, I think, what investors are really focused on. It's getting more opportunity in the public market.
Some of these TAM projections, 28 trillion on SpaceX, maybe 30 on Anthropic. How do those get received by investors? Do they think that those are reasonable assumptions, or we just not know enough yet to contest it?
There are different ways IPO investors look at companies. Some of them are, what is this company going to be worth in 5 years, 7 years, even beyond? Others are looking at kind of near-term milestones as the companies continue to execute on their plan. I think the companies that come public in this next kind of cohort post-Labor Day are going to be more types of companies that have near-term catalysts that will help build the credibility of the ultimate kind of market cap.
Right.
Yeah.
People are comparing it to Uber and what I think was then a 6 trillion TAM, or we work at 3, but these are large numbers. They're the entire economy, right?
Yeah. And we just haven't seen growth like this. I mean, this is really a revolutionary time of innovation.
Yeah.